Okay, here's a look at the emini S&P for Wednesday, November the 30th, 2011. We can see here in our market profiles, which is what we like to use to gauge the condition of the market. This is today's profile during the regular trading hours. This is the one that we had here yesterday for the regular trading hours. And the big move up here was what occurred in the overnight session. So obviously the market broke higher. They had the news that the world central banks would be assisting the EC, and that was obviously very welcome. So market had the big rally, and we can see here it really continued on in the day session, opening here and closing near its highs. So we're anticipating the market's likely to continue to rally, probably support in the 38 and then down in the 33 area. So the up auction that we've been speaking of continues, and even more conviction of it today. Here are the market profiles from the regular trading hours only. We like to look at them as well as another tool in analyzing the market's condition. Here is our software, which is an add-on for NinjaTrader, and it does show, you can see we've got two up arrows here for long trades. Here's another long trade here. Here's a short trade here, short here, and long here. So those are trades that were set up and triggered by our software today. We have what we call a filter at the bottom, and you can see in the beginning part of the day it was mostly green, and then turned neutral, and then green again at the end of the day. So what we try and do is basically establish whether or not we're going to make a trade based on three criteria. One is the intraday auction, and we knew that was up going into today, and we were getting confirmation of that early in the day with a gap higher and then the move higher. We also take a look at this filter I just mentioned, which is our intraday bias, and we like to see that green if our intraday is also long, because then that will give us two out of the three legs of a long trade, the third one being at a known, in other words, known, predetermined ahead of the day's action, a support area. There wasn't a support area here, but so 2 out of 3 we still go with the trade. Unfortunately, as you can see here, this line goes all the way across here, this dashed blue line. So the market never did pull back and get us into this long trade. It came down, I don't know, point or point and a half from it there. In this time frame, it was turned into a neutral filter. Doesn't mean to say we won't take a trade with a neutral filter, especially if the interday and intraday is very strong, like today. The market did pull back here and give us a long trade, although we didn't get the bounce right away. We ended up with a break even on that particular trade. We had a short trade that was triggered here. It got us into the short right in here. Now, the trade when it was triggered, our filter was green, turned to neutral. We're in the intraday up auction and now intraday neutral, so we did not take that trade. So this is our first trade here. We did not take this trade here. Our third trade was this short trade here, and as you can see, even though we were in the neutral, it was just in the process of turning to green. We wouldn't know that at the time, but just the same, once again, we would not be taking a trade for the same reasons as the second trade. Interday up, intraday neutral, no known resistance area to speak of, so not taking that short. The second trade here, unfortunately, it just came down in here within a tick of our entry, and we're not filled before it had a nice rally to finish off the day. So just had the one break-even trade today, but a lot of our traders who were trading with the intraday analysis were on board last night near our support. Our support was at 83, the market at 83, right on the dot, so we were obviously somewhat fortunate. It doesn't always hit us right on the dot, of course. But the market came right down to our support at 83 and lifted and rallied some 50 points overnight. So those traders who were prepared to get on board the intraday up auction at a known support area at 83 in the overnight session did obviously very well. And these are the type of trades that a lot of our traders will take when the market is matching and has other structure to determine, or at least to suggest that we can enter a trade like that and have a very small stop. So thanks for watching the video. If you've got any questions or comments, don't hesitate in contacting us. We can be reached at info@eminidaytrader.com. And of course, our phone number is also on our website. So thanks for taking the time to watch this, and see you again tomorrow.